All right, eighth grade. Hope you had a fantastic Easter weekend with your families. I know that even though I didn't get to spend Easter with my family, I had quite an interesting time. I actually got to dye eggs for the first time and never actually did that as a child. So I don't know why we did that. I guess my parents just didn't want to make a mess. So that was cool. Got to do that with Lex, and then also watched Ben-Hur for the first time. Amazing. I mean, so if you've got 4 hours to waste, which you clearly do because you're stuck at home, highly recommended. Talk to your parents about it. It's a great movie and a Christian one too. So no issues there. But anyway, so that's what I did over Easter. And we also watched a great Easter service online. So maybe you guys ended up doing that as well. So I know that Easter actually happened, 2 days ago, but your Actively Learn article for today is actually entitled Why Easter is Called Easter and Other Little Known Facts About the Holiday. So this is an article that basically goes into the history of Easter and its connection to the Jewish Passover, and just like a couple of other things like why the date was settled upon, and where the name comes from. And it's also linked to some of the older, Greek and Roman beliefs, and some of older like German folklore beliefs, and some other things. There's really some fascinating stuff in there. Just like you guys may know how Christmas was actually originally linked to a pagan holiday, a Roman celebration. Easter kind of has that same history to it as well, and that it's on the same date as another old Roman celebration. But I am giving too much of this article away. But anyway, long story short, it's about Easter. You'll probably learn something cool. So just do what the article asks you and run through it. And of course, make your own notes if you want to, talk to your classmates, all that good stuff from there. Also, your Coronavirus Chronicle entry for today is also about Easter. And I want you to go into, as the prompt says, how was your Easter weekend different from previous Easters? And I give you a couple of pointers here. So to answer that, you might want to consider which of your family traditions stayed intact. Are there things that you normally do at home that you still got to do despite everything that's going on? Such as, like, I remember always waking up, or my sister would wake me up, and we would go to the kitchen table, and there would be 2 Easter baskets for us that the Easter Bunny had left for us. And, there'd be all kinds of goodies in there, and that was a big thing. And then we would, put 2 of our peeps in the microwave and give them a toothpick and let them joust each other. That was a big Easter tradition for us. And that developed later on in life as we kind of outgrew the childish nature of the Easter basket, Easter bunny kind of stuff. But it was still pretty fun. And so that was a big tradition that I remember, and I didn't get to do that. But maybe you had something like that that stayed intact, even if you didn't get to go to like a grandparent's house or something like that. What else did you do with your family that stayed intact? Other things to consider, that you can answer, which of your family traditions didn't happen this year? Maybe, like, I always went to my dad's parents for lunch and my mom's parents for dinner on Easter. And that's just what we did. That's really what we do with every holiday, every, big Christian holiday, which I guess would just be Easter and Christmas. But anyway, that's what we do. And so we didn't get to do that this year, obviously. But the other thing that I want you to consider as you're writing this, just to give you some more ideas, and of course, these are just pointers. You don't have to integrate all this in there. That's just some more, added stuff for when you get to writing it. Did anything new happen this year during your Easter celebrations? Did your family or your parents try coming up with something new? Did your siblings try to come up with something new that you guys ended up doing and ended up enjoying as a family? Maybe you inevitably created a new tradition without even realizing it. So there's all kinds of stuff to talk about there, but keep it focused on Easter. And you guys, I'm really looking forward to what you guys did over this, because I really do enjoy reading these. You guys are doing great with them. And you guys are really becoming better writers because of it. It's amazing what writing personal stuff can do for your own writing skills. So I should have everybody's graded. If you don't have a grade for it, that means that you probably going to turn one in. So you need to get that into me so you can at least get some kind of grade on it. But other than that, hope you guys did have a great weekend. I am excited to read about it, and I will leave you guys with that, and looking forward to see what you guys come up with today.